Hey, baseball fans, it's Tom Wilson with Inside the Dodgers for Sports Illustrated. I'm here with Brendan Donley. Brendan is the founder of 2020 Astros Shame Tour. You can find it on Twitter at Astros Tour, where their motto is 1 year to shame them all, 1 year to jeer them all, 1 year to boo them all, and from your seat deride them. He started his Twitter site in February 2020. And Brendan has 180,000 followers. That's a lot. There's a lot of passion here. Brendan, tell me a little bit about what your site is all about.
Yeah, so I've started this Astros Shame Tour, the 2020 Astros Shame Tour account on Twitter, and I've been growing the account. It took off maybe 2 weeks ago. Dodgers fans kind of mostly leading the charge in terms of kind of being behind it, the Dodgers and Yankees fans. And as you can imagine from the name, it's the whole account is to both document the story of this Astros team that is, kind of disturbed and bothered all of us, kind of curate what other people are talking about and throwing my 2 cents in as well. So yeah, a lot of Dodgers fans have found it and been behind it. But what's so cool so far is seeing like kind of a whole country, a whole 29 other teams, 29 other fan bases, coming together over something that you don't really normally see in sports.
I see you as filling a void because the void was left by the lack of punishment for the players.
I felt that. I felt that there was a void of action taken by the league. I felt like there was a void of responsibility and kind of like decency, integrity. Obviously, I'm sure everybody would agree on the part of the Astros, the whole, the owner, the GM, all the players. So you're just sort of looking around thinking, are they going to get away with this? They got away with it on paper, and in the public eye, that maybe they'll get away with it. And I had a feeling that maybe if the collective can just kind of come together, if they've somewhere to go.
I appreciate people like you out there doing your thing, and at least or the group that you've kind of brought together, and their passion, because you're not going to see on MLB any sort of serious like analysis of why this matters and why this is wrong and why this should never happen again. Access journalism is one thing, and I like watching it. I like MLB Channel, but I really like that there's an outlet for voices like yours and mine, and most Dodger fans and Yankee fans, and like you say, 29 other teams, for them to go and have a place to speak out and and say things that you're not going to hear on MLB or on broadcasts.
Yeah, I think it's definitely good on Twitter to be not affiliated with anything, because if you just follow beat writers or like you said, MLB Network, they can only say so much. And it's going to be very exciting to be able to keep the story alive with real life content, not just, a funny video online that we're all sharing,
Right.
but really we're all at the game. There's people tailgating. There's people putting all this time into coming up with the most iconic or funny, signage or banners.
Do you think they're going to allow fans to bring these signs as long as they're not obtrusive and you don't get in people's way with them and they're not, obscene? Do you think the fans will be allowed to bring these signs into stadiums that are not outside of Houston?
I mean, unless these ballparks and teams sit down and write up a new policy just for this season to take signs away, which I guess they could do, but I don't see that. I don't foresee that happening.
And wouldn't that be the worst choice to make?
I mean, think about it. I'm going to be there with a video camera. People are going to be videoing, and there's some security guard like ripping a sign out of some guy's like hands.
This for me is about the love of the game, and it's not about Schadenfreude. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree 100%. But I think this is so strong, and the passions from people are so strong because it's less that they're hate watching the Astros, and more that they're reaffirming their commitment to integrity. How much they're concerned about integrity, and so ultimately, I think it's a very positive thing. I think, yeah, there's derision involved, but you're sort of shame. You're shaming the people who have hurt integrity because you're acting out of love for baseball, and it's great to see because people aren't there's not that many times where people can get unified on anything, and
Right. I agree.
People are unified on baseball should be protected, baseball should be honest, and something dishonest happened here.
This is Tom Wilson with Inside the Dodgers for Sports Illustrated with Brendan Donley. Brendan, thanks so much. 2020 Astros Shame Tour at Astros Tour on Twitter. All right, brother. Good luck, man. And let's stay in touch throughout, okay?
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Okay, be good.